Hi everyone, and welcome to Trending Today, where we share with you inspiring stories of innovators and entrepreneurs that are setting the trends and changing the game in every industry imaginable. I'm your host, Jana Angel, and today's show, coming to you from Johnson City, Tennessee, strikes the perfect balance between business, lifestyle, and leisure. With relaxation and rejuvenation as their chief takeaways, let's take a look at a day in the life at the Olde Farm.
I had heard about the Olde Farm for such a long time. I mean, the history of service here and the natural beauty, and when I came down here, immediately was just blown away. It attracts people from all over the world, and to me, it's all about creating happiness. When people come here, I think that's exactly what they find. Some people come here to make new friends, and some people really come here to kind of get away from it all. And I think that magic that you experience when you drive over the cattle guards, I think people's blood pressure goes down, and it puts them in a completely different mindset the moment they get on the property here, because it really is just a magical space.
It's really about the Olde Farm experience here, and that goes with the golf course, everything being pristine and maintainable, offering championship conditions on a daily basis. This is the spot to be.
It is truly one of the jewels of the entire golfing community, and everyone who comes here knows it. I can bring people here from all over the country and regardless of their handicap, they can come here and absolutely enjoy the day.
That all relates back to our golf course architect, which was Bobby Weed, and his vision, along with our founder, Jim McLaughlin. Their vision was to create something that didn't move much earth and to lay out the natural beauty of the golf course.
Now we're the #1 course in the state of Virginia. It is a golf experience like no other.
When they built this clubhouse, they thought that they may just be serving hot dogs and hamburgers for lunch. And it just became really probably the finest food destination in this area.
My name's Daniel Dalton. I'm the executive chef here at the Olde Farm. Most recently, I was the chef de cuisine at Augusta National Golf Club. What I like to focus on is more of produce than anything else. Through the bounty of what we offer is what I like to kind of showcase. Take a little tiny chive blossom, that's this beautiful violety pink, and you throw it on a plate and you eat that, you're gonna taste a really beautiful chive.
We are the only place that I know of where we have a working garden right in the middle of an 18-hole golf course. We were farm to table before farm to table was really trendy. It's one of the finest golf courses you can see anywhere in the world, and we like to think that our food and beverage is certainly world-class as well. We've taken the party barn. It was an old hay barn. We've converted it into a party barn. We can host events there for a couple hundred people. The long barn, which was the old tobacco barn on property, you actually drive through several times during your round of golf. It's the watering hole. It's a great place to wait out a rain delay. It's something that you don't find anywhere else.
Food is fantastic, the service is fantastic, more importantly, the people are fantastic. When you become a member, it's just a camaraderie of you immediately are friends with everybody else. You're here for the same purpose or the same reason, to get away from it and to enjoy the facilities. The folks here make sure that that happens 100%.
Our next guest is changing the mortgage game in a major way. Richard Steinberg and the NMB team are utilizing technology to create a culture centered on transparency and putting people first.
We're a direct lender. We specialize in purchase and refinance mortgages across the country. Prior to joining the mortgage industry, I was actually a swim instructor and went to school to be a marine biologist. So in the summer, I would teach swimming, and in the winter, I'd go to Hawaii and do volunteer work for Pacific Whale Foundation. And then I was getting a little bit older and I had to find a real job, quote unquote, and I got hired by a mortgage company as a loan officer. I took off rather quickly. I loved it, loved dealing with people, loved impacting people's lives so quickly. I was very successful. I had a great job living in New York City. And I didn't like working at a company when I was the regional vice president and my opinion didn't matter. I was dealing with people, I was dealing with borrowers, I was on the ground, and I would bring my thoughts to upper management, and they didn't care. It was, we're a big company, we know what we're doing, leave us alone. So I said, okay, I want to build a different type of mortgage company, a type of mortgage company that's relationship-based, help people get into homes, first-time home buyers particularly. So I went out there and really built an amazing company from the ground up. I went out and found the best operations people, the best underwriters. So it's kind of like Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come, and that's what we did. And we built an amazing infrastructure. People saw what we built and ran and jumped ship and came over. We're actually the fastest growing private mortgage bank as per Inc. magazine in the last 2 years. Even better than that, Fortune magazine just rated us the #1 mid-sized mortgage bank by our employees. So it's working, and we're really proud of what we did.
Rich is a very hands-on owner, founder. I am the same way, and I think that's why we're very successful. You have the president, the founder, the chief production officer. We are available 24/7. If there's a problem, give us a call. We're picking up the phone, or we're calling you right back if we're in a meeting. What everyone needs to understand is behind a loan officer sits a referred partner, and if you need to deliver, your word's gold, and that's very important for all of us.
The biggest reason for me coming to the company is I got to work with Richard Steinberg, whose vision was to create a different type of culture. Mortgages are easy, people are hard, and we should all enjoy working with each other.
Everybody talks culture. Culture is the new hot buzzword of the day. I don't think people really know what culture is. Culture is your people truly feeling like it's a home. Profit is not your most important thing. Your employees are the single most important thing. Profit will come if you do it the right way.
We are a team of doers. So when we talk about our culture and we talk about our core values, it's not just words. It's not just something that you write up on the wall for anybody externally to see, but we actually live our core values. Our mission as a company is for our loan officers to be the trusted advisors to their clients and referral partners, but it's not just the loan officer. Every single department contributes to that loan officer being seen as a trusted advisor.
I've heard in my 27-year career that provide great service to your clients, provide great service to your clients. But what I have not heard until I joined Rich was providing great service to your employees as well.
Average employee, all industries across the United States, 59% are satisfied with the company that they work for. 97% of our employees rated us as a great place to work. Our loan officers, many times their conversations with our clients and referral partners is, I need this to get the loan done. I can't get the loan closed unless you give me this. And we want to take that away. So we have applied robotic process automation, and we've been able to successfully do that. And the way that we look at introducing technology to the company is we've humanized it. So Rosie Robot has her own email address, she has her own profile, and people see Rosie as a way that helps them do their job better. She's an enhancement to our team. She's a part of our team. By applying technology, we can give people more time to have more purposeful interaction with each other. They can then have the conversation, I'm calling to see how you're feeling about the process. Are there any questions that I can answer for you that will make you feel more comfortable about getting to closing?
Robotic processing has helped streamline. It took our turn times down by 21%, and it allows us to bring in more production and provide better service for our business partners and for our clients. For example, if you have a rate that's locked and I have a due date to provide a closing date for the sellers, the buyer's attorney, and more importantly, our clients, that we can under promise and over deliver.
When COVID first hit N&B, we really didn't know how to react or what to do. We were prepared as a company to protect our own employees. We bought masks, hand sanitizer, PPE equipment. Once we realized that we had all this equipment and we were shutting down our offices and working remote, we said, oh, here's a great way we can help. Let's donate all this equipment to first responders.
We wanted to give back, and Rich did a great job of doing that, being able to provide an extra added service to our first responders, top service like they provide us, It's just something that we can give back that makes us feel great.
So that's how our Heroes program started. It didn't actually start as a lending program. It started as us donating to first responders, and first responders during the process bring up mortgages and saying, oh, yeah, we'd love to help you. Actually, we're gonna actually waive all our lending fees because you're a first responder. And that's what started the program completely organically. It wasn't started as a program, it was started as just helping people.
Knowing that you help somebody get into their American dream home, helping them achieve their goal, there's no better reward than that.
One of the most powerful things to do is be able to help people.
Next up, they're high energy, they're compelling, and they definitely hook the viewers right in. That's right, I'm talking about movie trailers. If you've ever wondered how these mini movies come to be and who's responsible, you're not alone. We sent Trending Today's very own Karen LeBlanc to the 2021 Golden Trailer Awards to see how one pair of sisters created an entire award show to honor the incredibly talented and previously unrecognized creators of these stellar shorts.
Trending Today is here at the Nice Longer Performing Arts Center in Greenville, Tennessee for the 21st Annual Golden Trailer Awards, honoring the best of that storytelling art form known as the movie trailer.
The Golden Trailer Awards are considered the Oscars for motion picture previews, so the best of movie marketing. It's a combination of last year and this year. The entry spans from April of 2019 to April of 2021 was the entry period, and it's for a trailer that was created during that time. So it's not for the film release, it's for the trailer, because trailers are cut 6 months to a year in advance of a film. So our show is historically a forward-looking show. But this year, you'll see some favorite from the year before combined together because of the pandemic. And we also expanded to 7 categories, and where it's usually 5 nominees per category, but we wanted to expand the categories to give that breadth to the whole 2-year process. Back in 1999, we had gotten the rights to a novel, and we were looking to shoot that into a feature-length movie. Realizing the challenges in raising money for a feature-length film, we knew we could raise the money for a trailer. So we began to look for the best of the best. And in so doing, we realized, not only did we love this art form, but what a shame. These guys are hard to find. They're all anonymous, essentially. There's no credit on the end of the movie. There's no credit for them at the end of the trailer. So, all the glory, and they're not the same people that work on the film. We decided to do an award show. And I am haunted to this day by saying, yeah, we'll just get some big judges and the show will go on autopilot. Because quite clearly, 20 years later, being all consumed by the trailer industry, it doesn't. Started out the show was in New York, and we would bounce back and forth between New York and LA. And then after 2009, we parked the show permanently in LA because Los Angeles is the movie marketing capital of the world. And so we have the show out there. But this year, because of the pandemic, we're doing a multimedia event from here in Greenville, Tennessee, and streaming to Los Angeles. Trailers are cut so far in advance of the movie. So much goes into the planning and the marketing and the rollout that oftentimes we get trailers that are looking into the future. So our trailer year is based on the time that the trailers are cut. The trailers for the Golden Trailers come in from all over the world, and the sophistication and all the great cutting that you see coming in from all the far corners of the world is overwhelming.
A LA event coming here is cool. It's like the best of both worlds. The editors, I love that because I'm a comedian and I made my mark in my city from videos during the pandemic. So I know the power of the editing, and people don't put respect on the editor. So the fact that they're putting respect on the editor means a lot to me. I think that was real. I love it.
It's been a fantastic event so far. So I hope that there'll be more to come. As a girl coming from a small town, it was population 400 when I lived there. There's always something so special, and I'll tell you what, if I could win a Golden Trailer, that'd be the happiest day of my life. So that's coming from a country girl right there.
I've performed in this beautiful theater, which is a state-of-the-art theater here in East Tennessee. I've been in here 4 times. It's beautiful. The theater's beautiful, and then they had all these darling people sack me in this dress, honey, try to get me in this dress. All these beautiful people, and the whole thing, they told me it was gonna go fast, but I did not realize how fast it went, but it was because all those trailers are fascinating and riveting.
There's a filmmaker inside everyone. If you have a story to tell it, get it down. So I think the fresh voices are what's going to keep people tuned in and telling those great stories.
I'm Karen LeBlanc. We'll see you next time as we bring you more stories from thought leaders, innovators, and entrepreneurs from around the world as we check in on what's trending tomorrow.
As consumers, we regularly take advantage of point-of-sale technology without thinking twice. And for that, we have the innovators at Macro Integration Services to thank. The Macro team is responsible for making the buying process smooth and seamless for customers of household brands such as Krispy Kreme, Arby's, Food Lion, and many more. Join us next time on Trending Today, where we break down the advantages of point-of-sale technology thanks to the team at Macro Integration Services. Okay, Trending Today, what do you say we sweeten this episode up a bit with the fabulously fun family from Mixmi Frozen Yogurt, bringing you a cultured froyo that is not only delicious, but also good for you. With probiotics and prebiotic fibers, Mixmi has created something that is a healthy dessert alternative for a happy you.
So I'm Kristen Harlander. I'm one of the co-founders of Mixmi Brands. So Chris and I met at the University of Minnesota Food Science Department. I was working in his mom's lab. He was also working in his mom's lab. When I first saw him, was weighing something out on a scale, and he had these big muscles. And so we were working side by side, and it was, for me, love at first sight. I knew that I wanted to be with him for the rest of my life.
My wife is the engine of Mixmi. It's her desire, her love for kids really that started everything off.
My husband and I, we've come from a family of food scientists. My father is a flavor chemist. Chris's mom is also a food scientist. And then both of our parents married food scientists. So we're just a whole family of food scientists.
As far as when we started Mixmi, we just wanted to do a proof of concept. And so we bought just a frozen yogurt soft serve machine. And we started messing around with it.
And when our kids were younger, we saw the options they had in school, and we thought, oh my goodness, we got to get healthier options.
She kept thinking every student should have one of these on their tray.
And so we created Mixmi for schools, and then because the kids were bringing home the foil lids from schools, they'd tear off the cup, they'd bring it home, they'd say, Mom, this is so great, can we have it at home?
When we start getting calls from parents, first of all, you're like, uh-oh. But it was always good news. It was always like, where can we find you?
The parent would research it, they'd go to their website, they'd see we're clean label, nutritional extra benefits, and then they would ask us, where can we buy Mixmi?
Within a year, we had a 20-hour shift where this poor machine we're pulling 20 hours straight, so everyone's getting sore. We're like, we either need to make some sort of investment or get a new shoulder replacement.
So we launched just in Minnesota, and then we grew from there into like over 22 states. And then from there, we grew into retail.
I'm Axel Harlander, one of the co-founders of the company. I was 14 when it started. It's an honor to work with your family. I always want to honor my parents, honor my grandparents. I want to work hard. As I was growing up, and Mixmi was growing up right there with me. And also just your friends knowing that you have ice cream at all times kind of brings a lot of them over to your house.
We want food that tastes good. So when we created Mixmi, we wanted that indulgence. We wanted to be healthier.
We got to invest also in our formula, because Chris was just chomping at the bit to make it better, and we knew we could.
Our ingredients are of utmost importance. A couple of years ago, we wanted to increase our live and active cultures, our probiotics, so we researched prebiotic fibers.
So Mixmi Frozen Yogurt came to Christian Hansen because they really wanted to put some healthy functionality to their ice cream. Mixmi Frozen Yogurt is formulated together with the prebiotic fiber and the BB12 probiotic, which is the most documented bifidobacterium. It is backed by more than 400 clinical studies today, which makes it by far the most effective probiotic.
We must have done hundreds of tests in one summer where we would take out this ingredient, put in this ingredient, try this fiber, take out this fiber. We used to have corn syrup. We took that out. We used to have carrageenan. We took that out. We even one time saw how low in sugar could we go where it would still taste good because we wanted to have the least amount of sugar possible.
Mixmi Frozen Yogurt is dedicated to bring science to the consumers. And as such, we've been partnering together and leveraged this platform called the probioticinstitute.com in order to educate consumers on the goodness about probiotics.
The ice cream aisle, we think, is the funnest aisle in the store. When you walk up and down it, it's 90% the same thing. It's cheap ice cream, heavily stabilized, heavy sugar, heavy fat. And we're very proud that Mixmi solves that problem, fills that niche. prebiotic fiber and probiotics.
I'm Sharon Gertis. I'm a certified food scientist and a nutritionist. I'm also the health and wellness editor for Dairy Foods magazine. I work with major food companies around the globe to find what we call the sweet spot in product innovation. We have 4 criteria for a product being a success in the market: good nutrition, great textural and sensory properties, makes claims that are supported by science, and fills a need or trend in the market. Mixmi is very unique because I don't see any other products in the market that are frozen yogurt with probiotics. So this is new, this is innovation, this is exciting.
Well, Mixmi really prides itself on the innovation and the market disruption. 2 things that are really innovative about Mixmi is that it's slowly cultured. There's billions of probiotics in each cup, and we also put it through a fast freeze process with a liquid nitrogen tunnel. So that creates really small ice crystals in the product, which gives it a creamier texture on your tongue and also preserves the flavor. So it really makes a pure product that consumers will enjoy.
What I like about Mixmi is we made it in portion control. You get 4 fluid ounces, and that's 90 calories. So in that one little cup, I know I'm getting a satisfying snack. It tastes amazing. I'm also controlling my calories and getting the nutrients that I really want my body to have.
We have a broker network throughout the country. We're just enamored with our team. We have some right here in Tennessee and Kentucky, all the differences people have, but we all have the common goal of improving gut health 1 cup at a time.
Well, we do like to say healthy gut, happy you, and the reason for that, gut health is super vital for being a happy person, being alive and active, being all that you were created to be. Your gut health impacts your emotions, it impacts your mental capacity, and so when you think about the gut, that's the foundation.
It starts with your gut. It is the central point for starting to build your immunity.
Because scientific studies are documenting so many health benefits: blood glucose control, weight management, bone and cardiovascular health, and more.
I think like whenever you're doing anything, like if it's a food business or anything, there's those times that you're going along and you just look for those signs that say, yes, this is right, this is meant to be, you know, those little signs. And so we've had several of those along the way, that we know that we're doing the right thing.
Our next guest operates out of a building that has been around since the 1840s. Through extensive renovation and innovation, the Callahan family has transformed this Civil War salt house to the Tennessee Hills Distillery. I bet you could probably find me something to drink around here, right?
Absolutely. You don't have to reach far, man. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard.
So show me around. Give me the lay of the land
All
here.
right, yeah. So this is where you can come in and try all of our products. You know, right now we have about 13 products, ranging from our bourbons, vodkas. We actually have a very good flavored product as well. That's a lemon drop.
I can vouch for that. I've
Yeah,
tried it.
right. It's made with real lemons. It's like alcoholic lemonade, right? You know,
Yes.
When life gives you lemons, add alcohol.
I was going to say, come here and ask for a
Yeah,
drink.
for sure. Yeah, right. Being from East Tennessee, you don't have to look too far to find a moonshine still, right?
That's what my grandfather did for a living.
Right, mine too, right? I grew up around moonshining. My wife Jessica and I, we went to college and majored in biology and chemistry, physics. Jessica and I worked at Eastman Chemical Company for about 5 years. Decided that corporate America wasn't exactly our thing. And then one day, we drove by this building and it had for sale sign on it. Called the mayor, said, what do you think about opening a distillery in downtown Jonesboro? And he, of course, was ecstatic about it. And then that's kind of when we kind of started building from the foundation. You know, jumping through all the hoops, and zoning, coming up with brands, coming up with products. And that was in 2014. And so early 2020, here we stand. Back here is where we actually make all of our products. This is our still room. You know, we're a craft distillery. Out of this room right here, essentially we put out about 1,000 bottles a week. But basically, right behind us is a still that my brother and I essentially built right here in-house, which is pretty cool. Like right there, we built it.
Built it by yourself?
Yeah, man, for sure. You know, we're like that single car NASCAR team, you know. We just try to make the race, you know.
What are some exciting new things you have
Right.
coming down the pipeline?
So we actually have a flavored whiskey lime coming out. Like a blood orange and honey, a pear, a ginger, and then we've got a vodka we're getting ready to release, a blackberry Serrano vodka. Being a craft distillery, we can kind of play off the craft beer model. We can actually kind of come out with some different products, throw it out, see what happens. People don't like it, throw it right back at us, and we'll find something new, right? So, but yeah, that's definitely something that's coming down the pipe in our future.
Can we go shake something up behind the bar and try something?
Let's do it.
Although their motto is embracing heritage, make no mistake that Tennessee Hills is bringing some dynamic innovations to this industry, like the very first trademark brewstillery in the nation. More to come on that in an upcoming episode of Trending Today. All right, everyone, that's a wrap for this episode of Trending Today. Thank you for joining us as we explore stories of innovators, thought leaders, and entrepreneurs that are changing the game. Join us next time as we explore more of what's trending tomorrow.
All right, Trending Today. Hope that was hot enough for you.
I'm Jana Angel. We'll see you next time.